Hold on. I'm going to share this a little bit with you this morning. This morning, you heard there was a little dog that came over, and I was like, all right, go back over there. Didn't think nothing about it. And then you didn't see this off camera, but the lady across the street came out to snatch her dogs up, and she was giving me the she was giving me the stank face because she wanted me to interact with her on that. I didn't. I did not. Did not. Not everybody deserves a front row seat to everything. The dog's not here. I'm happy. We're good. So, I'm out here doing the yard, right? Out here doing the yard. And didn't think nothing else about it. But then I noticed, she usually has like 5 or 6 dogs out there. I noticed that none of the other dogs were there. So what this woman is doing is she's too lazy to scoop up the poop in her yard. So she releases the dogs without walking them, just releases them all over the neighborhood for them to poop in someone else's yard so she doesn't have to pick it up. Now, typically, so let me show you. And this almost looks like human poop. Look at this. Look at this. Let me show you. Ain't that something? That don't look like dog poop. That looks like human poop. It looks like a human being actually sat and pooped in the yard. I don't know what's wrong with people. And those are black people. And so that's when I see these things about black folks talking about, was it Black Lives Matter? Black people don't treat black people like they matter. Why would you let your dogs run free like that? Why do you have dogs if you don't want to walk them? Why? Why would you do that? But luckily for me, I have a shovel specifically for that type of stuff. It makes no sense. And I was wondering why when I came out here, usually nobody really speaks to me, and I like that. It's cool. But the Spanish guy came out here, and I thought maybe because I was saying woo, because I was hot, right? And so I probably started with him. He probably looked to see what was going on. I looked at him. He looked at me. And so, I was like, what you looking at? Just wave. So I waved back. But probably the reason he did that was probably because he knew that something pooped in my yard. You know what I'm saying? And he wanted to make sure that I was aware that maybe it wasn't his thing. It don't even look like dog poop. It looks like human feces. And I was just out here yesterday. Was I out here yesterday? No, I wasn't. I was out here yesterday briefly. But though I was out here today, I didn't even see it until just now. So this is for black people. Black people, when you're running around screaming Black Lives Matter, or you're running around talking about police brutality, don't blame nobody else. Look at yourself. Do you treat black people like their lives matter? Do you keep a hold of your stuff? Do you let your dogs run free? Do you not walk in other people's yards? But anyways, and then on another topic, I'm going to pick that up in a minute. But another topic I'm going to speak on, and I'll have a seat real quick. So typically when I'm doing a yard, if somebody stops and speaks, I usually just ignore them because I don't have time. I don't have time. But I was at the yard and there was a big, sweaty, fat man. And I'm big and sweaty and fat too, so no hate on him. But he didn't have a shirt on because it's hot, or maybe he thought he was sexy. I don't know, but he wasn't. And neither am I, not like that. But I was doing the yard, and so I'm like, at this point, I'm at this edge. I'm like, what do you want? So I look up and I see him, and he's a little, and people probably perceive me as slow too. It's okay. But he was asking if he could do my yard, and I'm thinking to myself, don't you see me doing my yard? No, you can't do my yard. So he commences to have a little slight conversation. Nothing major, just what school did you go to? And I guess because maybe he's originally from here, never seen me, so he's probably like, what school she goes to? I don't remember seeing her around here. But I didn't go to school here, and I told him what schools I went to, college and high school. And so he asked me about the yard again. He was like, well, where do you work at? And I told him none of his business. He asked me, was I married? I also I didn't say none of your business. I just said I prefer not to share it or something stupid like that, something to that effect. And, and that usually offends people. So I said, and it's not being rude, it's just letting you know that it's, my information's on a need to know basis. You really don't need to know that. And same for you. If you feel somebody don't need to know something, you don't have to tell them. Not everybody deserves a front row seat to everything. So with that being said, how do I feel about that interaction? Because I judge each and every interaction that I have. It was okay. Do I feel bad at speaking? I do, because I don't like opening doors like that. That wasn't a bad thing. And when he asked me what I did, I could have told him about the stores and all that. But it was, at this point, it's none of his business. You know what I'm saying? And he asked me for my number. I said no. And then I said, you're welcome to leave yours if you like. He tried to give it to me. I was like, no, you can write it down. And if you happen to walk past, you can drop it. But with all that being said, um, how do I feel about the exchange overall? I'm okay with it. Like I said, I don't particularly like talking to people I don't know. And but he doesn't seem. But again, impressions can be misleading. People do stuff like that. They'll park around the corner and then walk. I remember when I used to catch the bus, you would see people do that. They would drive, park a couple blocks down, pretend like they're waiting on the bus with you just so they can have a conversation. But I don't feel no way about that. I don't feel threatened. I don't feel nothing bad about it. But anyways, I'm gonna get this poop up. I just wanted to show it to you. So black people, especially black people, just because I live in a predominantly black neighborhood, please don't run around talking about Black Lives Matter if you don't treat other black people like their lives matter. If you don't take care of your neighborhood, don't do it. Don't do it, because Black lives don't matter to you. Don't hop on the bandwagon just because you see some police officer beating somebody up, because you don't take care of your own. Take care of take care of your own first. Take care of your dogs. Take care of the way that you conduct yourself with folks. Don't bother nobody that ain't bothering you. I mean, that's just whatever it is. But I'm going to get back to it, but I just wanted to share that. Please take care of yourself and each other. And this goes for white people too, but I don't really deal with white people. I don't see white people. I don't typically talk to white people. So I don't, we're not in easy access of each other. And that's why I'm saying black folks, because I see more black folks stuff. But yeah.